I will let them know. I will sing, I will shout, I will dance, I will let them know. I will let them know. I will sing, I will shout, I will dance, I will let them know. I will let them know. Hi guys, I will let them know. I will let them know. Good morning. I'm trying to pause this thing. Good morning and welcome to my channel. Please let them know what the Lord has done for you. Get undignified in their presence. Welcome to my channel. My name is Karen. If you're new here, if you're coming for the first time, welcome. If you're not a first timer, hooray. Guys, on our way, I'm actually on my way out for what we were doing last week, data collection, and then hit the road to Nyeri because I have to attend to some matters in Nyeri and then come back again here on Sunday, as I had told you guys. How are you this morning? How are you feeling? Are you excited about the week that has been? Do you have any testimonies? Do you want to let them know? I got a couple, guys. I'm gonna share with you what the Lord has been doing. The Lord is great. I believe in sharing. I believe in, like, if you know me, if you're my friend, you know I'm an open book, right? You know I share what the Lord has done. Like, get me out somewhere and like, Karen, do you have something to say? Yep, I will let them know. My scars are the number of my victories. Yes, guys, let's hit the road. Let's go. After all work is done, I visited the Gilgil War Cemetry. I had never visited any of them. I know this one in Nyeri, this one in Nairobi, but this was my first time to enter here. I learned, I loved, and I enjoyed just going through the history of how, you know, this came about. I actually never knew that in the war cemetery there are Africans who are buried here. I just thought that it's for Brits or whites, those who fought in the war. But this place has Africans as young as 22 or 24 who died in the war. And the tombstone has what they were doing, or if they were, you know, whatever level or rank they were in. And it is well maintained. It's good that you can be able to just come and see where your great ancestors are laying. So I will not zoom into the tombstones because it's very private, and also just to maintain privacy. But it's a beautiful and solemn place. I did travel safely to Nyeri, and I've been feeling so low. I don't know if it's the weather. You know the way cold can be depressing? Could be that even the sun is depressing, but I know it's much more than the weather. Like, I am not okay. I am not okay, guys, and I look forward to just getting out of this world. Yeah, like I can't even engage. That is one like me. Yeah. First off, when in Naivasha, this shawarma place, order, eat, repeat. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. The next day, that's on Monday, went to work as usual. Field trip. This is in the evening. Guys, I know this is not the best of the lights because it's at night. It's just from one very meaningful session. So, as I had told you earlier, I am part of doing data collection. The people that I work with, and we were first of all trained on interviewing vulnerable people. And it's not that I have not done this before, but it was just good to be equipped now with skills so that I may be able to do it even much more better. But then one of the best things that the organizers of this whole exercise did was to provide us with a psychologist on set, so that at the end of each and every session we come back and we debrief and just get to let out our feelings, how our day was, what was the most difficult thing. And this is even more emotionally, because we are dealing with human beings. And as we sat there in that session, of course, I had something to say, but it took me back to my last week. Is it last week or yeah, I think on Sunday, which is yesterday. And I said I came on here and told you guys I wasn't well, and it was all to do with my family. And I thank God that when I went to Nyeri over the weekend, I got to talk to my friends, a couple who, they're my friends, and I was just talking to them and telling them how I was feeling. And it was so overwhelming for me because I had left that I am going for practice. And you already saw that, but I ended up not even being able to attend the practice because it was just so much for me. It was so heavy on my heart. So I went and then we talked, and they hugged me, they prayed with me, they listened, and actually one of them, the man was like, what is bothering, like what is really you're suffering from is just compassion fatigue. And I was at a place where I like, when you get to a place and you're like, whatever happens, like I don't care. Like people who say they don't care, they care. Like I don't care what happens, like I don't care. Like that is how I was feeling. And it was so good that I was able to talk and just let out my emotions. And I was truly, honestly, at a bad place. And how I'm connecting it with this is just being given an opportunity to identify with the feelings that you are, having. That I just learned that we are sense-making beings, that for you or not to feel any emotion actually doesn't make you a human being, because we are created to be humans with feelings, with emotions, and others feel strongly. And it doesn't mean that if you don't, then you are okay. Like to the degree that I feel something might not be to the degree that you feel something, but that's still okay. And I was just thinking of, I know a friend of mine who, I think this thing has never left me. Like, I just remember what she said. Like, she was working at a place that I would consider very prestigious. It's a place I would want to work someday, the organization. But she told me that one of the reasons that made her quit her job is when now she became emotionless. Like, because she was also dealing with vulnerable groups or people that have undergone have undergone trauma. And someone will come and say, this is just an example that, I've gone through this type of abuse. Let's say maybe sexual abuse, and probably multiple times, or maybe even physical abuse, And for her, she will just fill in the, like what needed to be done. And then she'll be like, next person. And the fact that, I don't even know if she knows this, but she really inspired me. The fact that she was able to get to a place and realize how come, like, someone would be able to share something so hurting, so hurtful, and it has happened to them. They're there, I can see them, but I cannot even show any empathy towards them. Like, my feelings, my emotions are so much removed. And you know what? There and then, she made the decision to just quit. And I respect her. And even going through my work, because I do this like each and every time. Like, this is my day to day work, and it's constantly at the back of my mind that I am a human being. The minute I will stop feeling, the minute that someone else's pain will not cause me to stop and think, then I have lost it, you know. And it is not the, in social work practice, I'm not talking about showing empathy, and then there's what is the other one that you're not supposed to do? What is the other one? Like, if a client is crying, I don't have to cry. I can show empathy without crying, I can express it without crying, or without, like, now me being hopeless when they are hopeless, so to say. So it made me, like, constantly I'm reminded when I'm going through my work that this thing happened to someone, and putting myself in their shoes, and it helps you even deal with people better. Yeah, and my week was heavy. My last week was heavy. I was emotionally drained, and now going through this session made me think I would want to do that even for myself. Like, give myself time to acknowledge what I'm going through. Like, if it's that compassion fatigue, where is it coming from? Because I was admitting to another friend that I have never felt this in the many years that I have helped, I've not felt this. But at this time, I was just like, come whatever may, I don't care. You know what? Like, I can say no without, I don't know if you get me. The I don't care attitude that I had, I was not at a good place. And it's good that I can be able to recognize that and, seek help, And the help that I could be able to seek was just talk to someone, and them acknowledging that this is what you feel, this is okay. Like, them giving me a shoulder and, just a hug. It meant a lot. Actually, it made me clear up a lot of things in my head. And I realized that during that time, I was making decisions that were very irrational, and not just touching on the helping part, but even personally. I was just making some very irrational decisions and maybe just blowing things out of proportion. And now I'm getting to calm down and thinking, what am I doing? Like, is this the best? The same way now when we were in that round table debriefing session, and the psychologist just gave us an opportunity to just close our eyes and think about what you have said, and, just have a minute. I think it's the meditation. Have a minute and just, think about it. Like, allow your mind to even think, because most of the times we think with our hearts, and you're just being driven by your emotions, but our mind and our brain is there to help us. Our emotions, our feelings have a part, but also our brains have a part. And in there you could see some of my colleagues saying, like, having better clarity on what to do. I actually thought of something, that probably I wouldn't have thought of, because I was so up in my, my feelings and my emotions. Yeah, so that's just it. Guys, have you heard about compassion fatigue? Like, yeah, so that was it, guys. That was it. But above all, the day was good. I made it clearly back to Naivasha. I met a friend and we hung out. I came back to the hotel, was ready for the day, and I'm so glad for this. And I'm thinking, this is something that we should embrace. Like if you're working in a difficult environment, difficult in the sense that it requires you to use your emotions, your feelings, I think it's just a good thing to just embrace. Like organizations should do this for the well-being of their staff. And probably even if you don't, like, is there a place we work we don't have to use emotions? I mean, I don't think so, I don't think so, but yep. Yes, I'm happy. So I think I'm gonna have good dinner right now. I have talked for 11 minutes. I'm gonna end this vlog right here and start another one tomorrow. It's a fresh day. We are clear. Guys, we've gotten to 700 subscribers. I want to thank each and every one of you. Like, I'll not tire thanking you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the engaging with my content. Thank you for the love that you show me. So until another video, have a very lovely evening.